Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am coming at you from a ridiculous, insane weather day. Let me just... Yeah. Do you see this? Today is October 11th. And that is the weather outside. It's appalling. Can you see that? Can you see the steam? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am gonna go through a little bit of my fall winter survival guide, tips and advice kind of thing. And some of it will be witchy, some of it will be school related, but all of it will hopefully be relevant. It snowed for 10 hours yesterday. I don't know if it has stopped snowing since it started yesterday morning. There's 2 feet of snow outside, and I wish I was joking. Anyway. Alright, so the first thing I have on my list is... Well, the first few things I have on my list are very preventative measures kind of thing, as well as actual treatment of depression or seasonal affective disorder, if that's what you've got going on. So number 1 on my list for me this year is using my SAD lamp every morning. SAD lamp is seasonal affective disorder lamp. It mimics daylight, but basically it mimics sunlight so that you're able to, in the very dark months, get adequate sunlight so that your body can make vitamin D. And it also helps just to wake up in the morning. I'll have my alarm go off really early, and then I'll, after snoozing my alarm, I will just reach over and turn on my light, and it's super helpful to wake me up in the morning. But it's also nice to be able to devote 20 minutes of my time in the morning to just being in bed, either scrolling on my phone, which probably isn't super beneficial for me, but I also really like getting some of my school reading done first thing. And it's a really nice, slow, quiet, easy morning routine. As well as the lamp, I am taking vitamin D supplements, which I highly recommend, especially if you live in the northern hemisphere and the northern bit of the hemisphere, Canada and the UK and northern Europe and stuff. That whole northern section, we don't get enough daylight in the winter, and a lot of Canadians I know are actually deficient in vitamin D just because of the lack of sunlight. And so taking a vitamin D supplement is a really easy way to make sure that your body's getting what it can't produce on its own. As well, on the preventative / treatment side of things, it is so important to be checking in regularly with either your support system or friends, family, therapist, whoever, and just to keep tabs on where you're at mentally. And even if it's a mood tracker with an app or in a journal, stuff like that, really checking in on yourself regularly will help to notice patterns of things. And just it's good housekeeping, it's good mental health housekeeping. Beyond that, if you're like me and you do struggle actually pretty severely year-round, and this time of year just takes a dive off the deep end, make sure that you're seeing professionals regularly, whether that's your GP, if you have a therapist, psychologist, psychiatrist. See a medical professional regularly, and don't brush it off as like, oh, I'm fine now, I'm just gonna be wasting their time if I go. Because if you put it off and put it off, you are gonna get worse. If, like, in my experience, if this is something that, you know, happens every year, don't be stupid. Go see your doctor. If you are not opposed to medication, then that's my dog. If you're not opposed to medication, then go that route. If you are opposed to medication, talk therapy is helpful. Like CBT, DBT, stuff like that can be helpful. Just make sure you're really taking care of your mental health, because like I read a thing on Tumblr today for like World Mental Health Day. It's like 1 in 5 people struggles from mental illness, but 5 in 5 people have mental health. Because it's true, we all have physical health. We don't all have physical illness, but we all have physical health that we need to take care of. And it's the exact same with mental health. We all have brains. Those brains need to be taken care of. Even if they function just fine, they need to be taken care of, you know? And also for this time of year is really important, especially if you're a student, time management. Time management is huge, and I don't mean like, yeah, manage your time well so that you study lots. I mean, be really cognizant of how much time you're spending on certain things, and be aware of where maybe you're spending too much time or where you're not spending enough time, because that's totally something that as students we get sucked into. We get sucked into the idea of like, gotta be studying every day, gotta get those study hours in, gotta be productive. And you can only do so much every day. And if all you're doing is school, then the rest of your life is gonna be neglected, you know? I can't let my social life, as small as it is, like, just fall to the wayside. I have to keep in mind that socializing is good. As an introvert, it's draining, but it's also good. And the flip side of that is you need to be so careful with how much you're agreeing to do. Because I know this time of year people are like, oh, I know everyone's busy, but let's do this, do you want to grab coffee, do you want to study together, do you want to go Christmas shopping, do you want to go do this fall activity? And it's so easy to be like, yeah, I want to hang out with you, I want to see like this person and this person, I haven't seen this friend in a long time, oh, I should probably make a study date so that I'm still being productive while socializing. And suddenly every waking moment is occupied with either seeing people or doing things, and that's not helpful. So for me, to survive fall and winter, I need to be really selective with what I choose to do and who I choose to see and how much time and energy I choose to spend on each of those things. It's not always going to be an equal balance of school, socializing, housework, seeing my boyfriend. It's not always going to be balanced, and it's not always going to be equal, but it needs to be something that I'm aware of. And like already I'm finding myself like, yeah, I'll do this. Do you want to hang out this time? Do you want to, we should get together. We should do this. We should do this. And it's like, no, I barely have enough time for myself as it is. Why am I promising myself to other people when I don't even have that time and energy for myself? You know, so it's really important, I think, to be a little more cautious when agreeing to do things. You know, it is really important to make sure you do get out of the house sometime. Set aside designated enjoyment time with loved ones, if that makes any sense. Making sure that I'm keeping up with exercising a little bit every day. And that's, yeah, it's easier for me because I walk everywhere and take the bus to be active every single day. But when it's really snowy and cold and gross outside, I'm a lot more likely to take a ride somewhere if it's offered to me, or like take more buses in order to not have to walk the longer distance. So it's really important for me to make sure that I am just staying active every single day. And yeah, I go to the gym as much as I can. I walk pretty much everywhere. Walking around campus itself is a workout. But just making sure that I'm like intentionally doing things to keep active is really important. And it doesn't have to be like a workout every day. It's just be moving every single day. Even if it's just like stretching for half an hour, you know, like that's really helpful. And it's a time to just reconnect, come back to my body, physical body, be here, be present, appreciate the way my body moves, notice where I'm sore, where I'm tight, where I'm holding stress. And even if I'm not like actually doing yoga, just stretching is really, really helpful for me. I highly recommend. And it's a good way to keep warm by staying active and stretching. Like fall, winter survival. It's also important to consider the like self-soothing aspects. Taking time for those like self-soothing things this time of year and like being really mindful and intentional about it is, I think, really important. So for my morning routine, like incorporating more like moisturizing things into my skincare because it's cold and dry out, taking the time to like pick out really comfortable clothes that make me feel good in myself but also keep me warm, because like I think this is pretty cute, you know. I'm biased. I think this is cute, but I'm also wearing an entire long sleeve shirt underneath and I'm so cozy, and that's a mood boost. It's a reminder for myself to like take care of myself physically, and because when I'm warm and comfortable, I feel better, you know? Some extra time in the evening to make myself some tea is really helpful because it's warm and it's again setting time out for myself. It makes everything cozier and more enjoyable. And for me, that's just the key to surviving this season, because it is so cold and dark, and my depression and anxiety get so much worse this time of year, that those little things are just so important to me, you know? Anyway, though, yeah, because I wanted to just kind of touch on some witchy things that help me kind of survive the fall and winter. And a lot of it just comes down to, I guess, self-care rituals and stuff like that. Kind of. Like, I will do spells for sustained energy, increased energy, like to keep me going, including like coffee magic, which you should probably go watch the video that I already posted on it. But also like just making sure that I am still practicing, because as like I identify kind of as a green witch, and so this time of year when everything is now covered in snow, it can be really difficult for me to like feel connected with my craft. But last year what I really worked on was incorporating any kind of nature that is still out there into my craft, and that included like collecting pine cones, because those things are, you can always find pine cones, and collecting snow and using melted snow water for different spells and stuff, like drawing sigils in the snow, drawing sigils on frosty windows, things like that. And they're really nice ways to just bring some magic into the season. And I mean, candles are huge. Everyone lights candles in the fall and winter. And like, it's so comforting to have candles burning that like keep things nice and cozy. You can burn things with different like scents for like happiness, for warmth and love, and productivity if you're a student, or not all people who have work to do are students. But yeah, things to just keep you going, you know? And crystals that I find really helpful this time of year are things like citrine and calcite, and I also like using different types of agate this time of year. And yeah, any dark colored crystals to absorb any negativity that might be swirling around me. In terms of like kitchen magic, I love using cinnamon in pretty much everything I do, whether it's coffee, tea. I put it in my oatmeal with peanut butter, toast with honey and cinnamon. You can do such easy kitchen magic. I might actually do a video all about like what I eat in a day, witchcraft edition as well. I mean, we've got Samhain and Yule this time of year. But then for school, I am a university student, and this time of year is ridiculously busy. But for surviving the first term, if you start in like fall term, going into winter like we do in Canada, I cannot tell you how important it is to make studying comfortable and enjoyable. And it just makes such a difference being comfortable and being aesthetically pleased with how your study space looks. I'm able to focus, I'm able to stay motivated. My absolute favorite study tool ever is an app. It is a focus timer app. It's called Forest. But yeah, it's an app that you set a timer for, and as the timer ticks down, you grow a tree. But if you go on your phone while that timer is going, you kill your tree. And never have I been more motivated to not touch my phone. I cannot kill a tree. I don't care if it's not a real tree. I cannot kill it. Cannot. And so basically, yeah, you track when you're most productive, which day of the week, what time of day. It's a really great little app. If you get the pro version of the app, which I highly recommend, I think it was like $1.99 Canadian. I've never, ever paid money for an app before, but this is worth it. Like, holy crap. It is so helpful. So with the pro version, you are able to create custom, like, quotes and motivational quotes and phrases and stuff to have on your phone while your tree is growing. You are able to whitelist certain apps so that you can be on your phone for learning purposes, to use a search engine while you're studying on your phone. You can whitelist that, and it's really customizable and really helpful, and you can plant up to 2 real trees with, I don't remember how many coins you need for each one, but like, literally, you can be doing good for the environment while you're working. Highly recommend. The basic version of the app is free, not sponsored in any way, shape, or form by Forest. I highly recommend it. Yeah, I think that is kind of it for me. Yeah, if you guys could give this video a thumbs up, and in the comments, tell me what things help you get through fall and winter season. It could be, like, as a student, what's really helpful. If you suffer from mental illness, what helps you get through. Things you've found helpful in the past, things you're going to try this year. Like, what your favorite coffee drink or flavor of tea is for this time of year. I want to hear from you. I want to know. So, yeah, let me know down in the comments. Yeah. I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.